Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Next concept, inline function. So other function in a class. We know that the member function of a class can be defined in two ways. First one is the inside class definition and second called as the outside class definition. We also know the meaning of inside class definition as well as outside class definition. So before going to tell inside, let's see the meaning of the outside class definition. Why? Because before our outside, the meaning of the member function. The member function declared in a class known as function of a class. If any function that is declared in our class or inside the class or within a class is called as the member function of a class here. And the member function declared within the class must be defined separately outside the class. So this is the definition of the outside class definition. So the definition of the outside class definition, the member function declared within the class should be defined outside the class. Okay, here why? Because in our outside class definition we using one operator to define the member function outside the class. The operator that is called as the scope resolution operator, or it tells the compiler, or this operator tells the compiler which class the operation belongs to. Correct, Nokia? That means depend on which class in this case here. So which class such function belongs to in this case here. So this is about our outside class definition. Correct? And later next one, inside class definition. So the meaning of the inside class definition, a function declaration within a class is replaced by actual function definition inside the class only. Correct? No? What's the difference to our outside class definition and inside class definition? In our outside class definition, first of all we need to declare the member function, and later words outside the class we need to define the member function. But in our inside class definition there is no any declaration of the member function, and after taking the member data directly in public section, in public access specifier, we are going to define the member function. So this is the difference between our inside class definition and outside class definition. So a function defined within a class is treated as inline function. Why? Because our next concept, what I said here, just this all those explanation. Why? Because just I want to tell in this concept the meaning of the inline function here. We know that the inside class definition, a function defined within a class is treated as the inline function, and it is a short function. That means here only a small function belongs to our inline function. Now let's see the next very important concept, that is our inline function. And first of all, before going to tell the meaning of the inline function, so which keyword going to use in our inline? Why? Because while going to declare the class we are using the keyword class here. Maybe you are going to declare any, if you are going to use any structure, on that time the keyword struct going to use. Like that only when you are going to solve any inline program here, the keyword name is called as the inline keyword. Clear this point here? So we can say that the keyword inline is used to define the inline function. Okay, here that means the keyword is the inline only going to use to complete the program of the inline function here. And the compiler, or let's see the meaning of the inline function. That means the compiler replaces a function call with the body of the function. So this is the meaning of the inline function here. That means the compiler replaces the function call with the body of the function, or we can say that the inline function consists of the function call statement with the function code itself. Okay, so what I said here may be some confusion to everyone. Why? Because this same line I am going to repeat again and again. In first time what I said here, the compiler replaces the function call with the body of the function, and the second time what's the line I used? The line is the inline function consists of the function call statement with the function code itself, and the process is known as the expansion. Okay, so which process is known as the expansion? The process is the compiler replaces the function call with the body of the function here. So this process is known as the expansion. So that means very simple. See, in our inline program here, this is called as the function call. That means we are going to call the function. Okay here. So this is called as the function call, and this line is called as the body of the function. Clear to everyone? This one is called as the body of the function here, and this is called as the function call. Okay, the function call. So what I said in this case here, I said just only the compiler replaces the function call with the body of the function. So in this program, when you are going to call any function, whatever you are going to write in body of the function, going to just replace in place of the function call. Okay, kya? Why? Because here I am going to find out the square of 5. In this case, the square number of 5. That means here it going to assign the value for a is the 5. So 5 into 5 finally will get the output as the 25. So this is the meaning of the inline function. So clear this point here. So we can say that. So let's see. But also, shall we start whatever I said? Maybe it's a little bit confusion. So shall we complete all those concepts about our inline function in this case here? So we know that. Why? Because the inline function, the keyword inline is used to define inline function, and the inline function consists of the function call statement with the body of the function in this case, and some important note about our inline function. So the important note of the inline function definition starts with the keyword inline. Correct? No, I want to define the inline function. So in this program I used the function name. The function name is the square here. So when I want to define the function square here, so I started from the keyword. The keyword is the inline. Okay, so the first line, the first note of the inline function start with the keyword inline. Okay, and this second point, that means the inline function should be defined before all functions that calls it. Maybe while going to complete any program, maybe you are using many member function. Okay, kya? So whatever, maybe the many member functions are there. Maybe if any inline function you are using in program here, so you need to define first of all the inline function. Laterwards you have to define the other member function. So this is about our second note. Okay, so the inline function should be defined before. Okay, so maybe many functions are there here, and in that one inline function if you are going to use, that means first of all you are going to define which function. The function is the inline function, so should be defined before all function that calls it. Okay, how many function you are going to call in this case. And later next one, the third point. Why? Because I already said the meaning of the inline function. So the third point going to suitable to our third note of the inline function. The third note of the inline function, the compiler replaces the function call statement with the function code itself. Correct? Now in this case, when you are going to call the function, okay, when you are going to call the function, in that place whatever we are going to write in body side here, such one going to replace in our function call side. Okay, In this case, so we can say that the compiler replaces the function call statement. It going to replace the function call statement. Which one going to replace? The body of the function. Okay, that is called as the function code itself in this case here, and then compiles the entire code after replacing the function call to the body of the function. In place of the function call, it replacing the body of the function, and then it going to compile the code. Okay, and later next one is about, finally we can say that when you are going to compare any other program, the inline function program run faster. Okay, it is the, so that means they run little bit faster than compared to the other normal function. So maybe many functions are there, so when you are going to compare to any other function, our inline function running very faster. Why? Because as the function calling overhead are saved. So in our inline function there is no any declaration of the function. So whatever is there, so directly I define the function, I define the inline function square of a number. So when you are going to use any semicolon on that time, we can say that sure we are going to declare the function. If no any semicolon, directly it going to define the function. So because of this reason we can say that they run little faster when you are going to compare to any other normal function. The reason is very simple. The reason is as the function calling overhead are saved here, we are not going to use any declaration of the inline function. Directly we are going to define the function. So we don't want the extra memory space while going to declare the inline function. So this is about all note about our inline function. Why? Because the first note, the keyword inline is used. Second one should be defined before all function that calls it. Third one, the compiler replaces the function call statement with body of the function, and fourth one, they run little faster compared to the other normal function. Okay, so this is about our inline. Now let's see whatever, so maybe some disadvantage why we need to take the inline function. What's the advantage or what's the benefit when you are going to compare to the other program? Why? Because we know that here the function call. What do you mean by a function call? The function call means when you are going to call any function, it is called as the function call. So the function call involves a complex process, that means very difficult to invoking a function. We need to call the function here, and laterwards we need to pass some parameter to the function. Just only calling of the function it's not enough. Sometimes we need to pass some argument with the function also here, and also we need to use some storage space for local variables. Correct? No? So why? Because maybe when you are going to call any function, if you are using the arguments that is the a, so just only the declaration of the int a it's enough? No, we need to take up some memory space for the argument a also here. So just only all those are the disadvantage. Why? Because such arguments a or maybe any whatever you are going to call take us some extra memory space, and using some extra time memory space. So all those are the disadvantage of our declaration of the function. Okay, so some of the declaration, that means our function call involve complex process of invoking a function. We need to call a function. After calling a function, we need to pass argument to the functions here, and also use some extra memory space here, and maybe some extra time we need to declare, define each and everything. So all those, or finally it is possible to avoid all those overhead of a function by using functions like our inline function. Okay, so in case you are using the inline function, that means we don't want to use all those points. In this case here, maybe the points like declaration is not there here, the passing argument is not there, we don't want extra memory space in this case here. So just because all those reasons, it's better to use the inline function here. Why? Because it's possible to use, or it's possible to avoid all those overhead of a function by using the functions like our inline function here. And the inline function is a short function. When you are going to compare to any other function, it is very short function. That means just only a few number of lines we need to complete the inline function. Okay, so and the finally the compiler replaces the function call with the body of the function. When you are going to call any function by using inline function, whatever you are going to write in body of the function, such one going to replace in place of the function call. Okay, so this is about our some points in case of the inline function. Now let's see some of the advantages. So whatever I completed in our meaning of the inline function, some problem of the inline function, some note of the inline function, this same thing going to apply to our advantages of the inline function. So what are the advantages of the inline function? So first advantage we can say that here the inline function definition or the inline function or inline member function in this case are compact function call. So that means maybe many times you can going to call the function, but in this program I just call 2 times. Okay, one by using the square number of 5 and second one by using the square number of 10 in this case. So we can say that the inline member function are compact function call. Anytime, many time we can call the functions. Okay, so this is about our first advantage of the inline function, and therefore the size of the executable file reduces. Correct? No? So why? Because when you are going to compare the other program, here just only a less number of lines going to use in our inline function. Therefore the size of the executable file that means is a very limited number of lines we are going to use in our inline function. And the third point, if less number of lines means we surely we are need to tell about this one, the execution of the speed of the execution of the program increases. Correct? No? Why? Because if many number of lines means it little bit tough to execute the program, maybe some problem will going to occur while going to execute the program. But if the number of the line of the program is very less in this case, so we can say we can apply the third point. The third point is the here just only the speed of the execution of the program increases and very efficient code can be generated, meaning is the same. Why? Because less number of the lines in this case, and finally the readability of the program increases. That means very easily we can read the program. Correct? No? Very easily, very within a minute we can complete this program by using the inline function. So all are the advantage about our inline function. So the first advantage of the inline function, why? Because the first one, the inline function definition are compact function call. The meaning is just only many times we can call the function, but also some restriction is there. Many times means maybe 5 to 10 times we can call, but in case you are going to call 100 times, it's little bit tough, but also many times we can call maybe within 10 times we can call by using our inline function. Okay, and later the second thing we can say that the size of the executable code. Correct? No? Here why? Because whatever the code are there, the code are very simple code in this case. So the size of the executable, the object code is considerably reduced in this case here. So whatever the code, the less number of line of code we are going to use in our inline function here. So because of this reason, the third point, that means the execution of the speed of the program increases, very efficient code can be generated in it, and the finally fifth point we can say the readability of the program also increases by using our inline function. And now we know that the meaning of the disadvantage or the advantage of the inline function. Now let's see some disadvantage of about our inline function. The disadvantage of the inline function, see, when you are going to call the function, correct? No? Why? Because what's the meaning of the inline function? The compiler replaces the function call with the body of the function. When you are going to call the function, on that time whatever we are going to write in body of the function going to add into the function call placement. Clear this point here? It going to replace to such places. So this is the disadvantage of the inline function. That means as the body of the inline function is substituted in place of the function call. Because of this reason, more memory space is needed and the executable file also increased. Okay, here. So therefore the size of the executable file going to increase, and also the more memory we need to use. Okay, it's going to use in our inline function. So this is the disadvantage, but advantage is more when you are going to. Why? Because advantage is more in our inline function. Here just only one disadvantage is there in our inline function. The disadvantage is just only as the body of the inline function is substituted in place of the function call here. Because of this reason, the size of the file increases, okay, and more memory is needed. So this is about the disadvantage of the inline function. Now let's see one simple program. Why? Because finding the square of a number using inline function. So here in case of it is the program for our inline function. So the program is the finding square of a number using inline function. Why? Because we know that whatever program going to start header file, IO stream, going to accept the input, display the output, and just only this line inline int square int a, this is called as the definition of the inline function. And in this example, in this program, I used the inline function, that is the square, and it have argument. The argument is the int a, okay, and later whatever I completed the code, this is called as the body of the function. That means here we are going to make some calculation. We need to, and after completing the input, after completing the program, we need to apply, we need to use some of the value to the argument a. Such value going to make the multiplication, correct here. So this square of a number, whatever you are using, it going to make it double. So return a into a here. So this is called as the body of the function, okay. And later next one, here not many member functions are there, just only in this program one function is there. The function is the inline function only, okay. And later this is the main program, okay, main program of the program. And so it going to start by using int main, and later next one int x and y. So in main program I declared two variable. The variable names are x and y, okay, by using the data type int, and later words I called the function. That means the calling of the function. So I called the function square of phi, and whatever I call, such one going to add it to the variable x here. So when you are going to call the square of phi, it going to replace in place of the body of the function and going to multiply the value for the square of phi. So here the value I used for the a as the phi. So phi into phi, the value will get as the 25. Clear this point here. So because of this reason, we'll get the output, the square of phi, that is equal to the 25, okay, 25 here. And later next one, so whatever the output will get, I want to display as a message. Because of this reason, I return the message as the square of phi, that is here just only why, because here x value going to show, correct, now the x value, but in our x value we already did one calculation. The calculation is the a into a, so it's going to make the calculation in double, okay. So because of this reason, the value will get as the 25. Why? Because phi into phi going to multiply here. So because of this reason, value get as the 25. And later next one is about our this second. Why? Because here not just only one time I want to call the function, maybe in this program twicely, that means two times I called the square of a number. So this second time I already used the variable y. So the square of 10 going to add it to the y. When you are going to call any function, it going to replace into the body of the function and going to multiply. So after that it going to display the message, the square of 10, that is equal to the 100. Why? Because the 10 going to multiply twicely. 10 into 10 will get as the value as will get the value as the 100, okay. So and finally we already used the main program. The main program is the int. So we are using the return 0 and going to close the bracket, flower bracket. Okay, so this is the inline function, and when you are going to explain about this function, we can say that here in this program the square is an inline function and that finds the square of a number, correct? No, so the first square of a number is the 5 and second square of a number is the 10, and this is the output of this program. But also finally we can say that some note about the inline function. So inline function sometimes not working for one of the following reasons. So for which work? Sometimes the inline function not going to work. So the inline function definition is too long and too complicated. Maybe see this line, the definition of the member function must be or should be small here. So we can say that if you are using this line in very lengthy manner, that means it's not possible to complete the program, to get the execution of the program. So the first, it's not going to work for the first reason. The reason is the inline function definition, okay, is too complicated or maybe too long. And the second reason we can say that when inline function is a recursive function. Clear this point here? What about the recursive function? We already know the meaning of the recursive function. The recursive function means a function and that calls itself again and again directly or indirectly. Okay, why? Because in this program how many times I called the function? This is the first time and this is the second time. So maybe if you are using 5 to 10 times, then no any problem, but in case you are using maybe 100 times, 200 times, then very difficult to call the function here. So this second point we can say that when inline function is a recursive function here, and the third point we can say that when inline function is a looping construct. Why? Because the looping construct, why? Because in our looping construct how we are going to use? By using the looping condition for I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, so like that we are going to apply here. So such application or such constructing looping construct not possible by using our inline function. And the fourth point, last point we can say about our, maybe in case you are using any switch program and also the program like our GoTo program. So all those not applied by using our inline function. So the inline function, so important to note, the inline function is not possible, okay, to complete the program by using some of the functions like our recursive function, by using the functions like our looping construct, and also by using the function like our switch or GoTo, or maybe the inline function definition is too long or too complicated. Thank you.